Hi mate.
What's the matter, Dad?
Oh, just a bit bummed out about the football. You're like 4 days late. We lost.
England.
Luca, it's over. Croatia beat us in the semi-final. In extra time, it's done, okay? We're out. Just move on, yeah? Where did you even get that face paint from? Just go. Good morning and welcome to another video, and I'm a bodybuilder, right? I don't compete because I'm not a big fan of wearing Speedos, shaving my entire body, being ridiculously orange and covering myself in friggin' baby oil, but I train for hypertrophy, I train to build muscle, and therefore technically I'm a bodybuilder, right? Now I also eat food, and therefore I thought it would be interesting, particularly people that are newer to my channel, to see what a bodybuilder eats in a day. Now where I differ from the vast majority of bodybuilders and people that train as a whole is that A, I don't track my food all the time, and B, I have quite a relaxed approach to the content of my diet. Now I think people, probably most people that train, believe, and they falsely believe that that you need to eat a super strict diet. You can't eat any kind of high fat, high sugar, in some cases high carb foods in order to make progress. I think if you eat cakes and chocolate and pizza and donuts, you can't build muscle. It's simply impossible, and that couldn't be further from the truth. Okay, the truth is that as long as you are conscious of the macronutrients and the calories as a whole you are intaking, you can make progress, you can build muscle, you can get stronger, and I'm living proof of that. And I'm going to demonstrate today what I eat in an average day. Now, like I said, I don't track my calories and my macros all the time. I'll do it maybe once every few weeks just to kind of make sure I'm eating what I think I'm eating. What I will track pretty accurately is my protein intake, so I'll try and hit about 200 grams of protein a day. Now I'm kind of low to mid 90 kilos in terms of body weight, and therefore you're looking at just over 2 grams of protein per kilo of body weight a day, which is probably more than you need, but because I eat a lot of calories it makes sense to increase my protein, right? So the plan for the day, like I said, is just to eat what I would normally eat in a day, give you an insight into that, and yeah, hopefully you'll enjoy it. I'm on the beach, by the way, because I live near the beach and it's a freaking sick day, and when it's a sick day and you live near the beach, it makes sense to go to the beach. So step one of filming a day of eating is probably get some breakfast. See you there.
Okay.
Game on. Right, let's make this happen. Bowl. You go use this one, mate.
You could do it. Wait.
It's hot. Okay, so this is what's going down. Cinnamon chips, aka, what are they like? I think they're like, what, cinnamon grahams? That's a thing, they're just like Aldi's version of some kind of cereal. Pardon? Shreddies, they're actually cinnamon chips, mate.
Please.
What, you'd like some? Can you eat your Weetabix first then, please? Yeah, every so often Aldi's will get sick, like random items in, and when they do it we definitely make sure we get them, unless they suck, in which case we don't. Luca, this is Daddy's cereal. You need to eat your cereal, then Daddy will have his cereal, maybe he'll give you some. That's how it works, mate. Do you want me to help? Okay then.
A real big one.
A real big one, there you go. Impressive. So, I haven't weighed it, but like, I'm very good at eyeballing stuff because I weigh it occasionally and therefore I get like a feeling for what it is. So we've got like 100 grams of that with about 350 milliliters of milk. Sarah's making pancakes in the background, which is why there's a loud noise. Goodness sake. Then I have like 35 or so grams of chocolate smooth whey. Luca, that's Daddy's. I know, you already told me that. You've told me about 15 times.
Yeah, darling.
Mummy's going to make you some pancakes. Yeah, you can't just say please and it automatically means you get anything you want. Can I have £1 million? Please! Okay, no worries, yeah, you can have that. So we've got chocolate smooth whey with water, we've got cereal with milk. You're looking at about 50 grams or so of protein, which is pretty solid for my first meal of the day. So, probably just going to eat my breakfast now. Okay, that is my end of the bargain complete. Says hasn't even started yet. What in God's name is happening? So Luca had Weetabix and pancakes because he's an absolute monster and he's still going. I obviously said cereal. Says has got, that looks better than mine. He's got pancakes like fruit and yogurt. That looks decent, but like it's quite early. I've said this a million times. So when it's early in the morning, I don't really feel like eating food, so I have to kind of force myself to do it.
You do want one of these
pancakes? So I felt like
they
look nice, but I can say objectively they look nice, but I just don't feel like eating one. I feel like it would be a waste of a good pancake in there. Luca, come and get you one. You have to win.
What do you have to say though?
Oh, that's nice. Yeah,
what do you
I feel like
really
I'll just play it safe and stay with the cereal. So I will figure out what's going on today, get some kind of game plan, and then catch up with you in a second. A game plan has not been formed, that's the bad news. The good news is that I've brushed my teeth and done loads of work, so swings and roundabouts. I'm drinking a red Monster because they're nice and because it kind of semi-matches my vest, and because caffeine, like I basically use a Monster as a pre-workout. I don't drink it before every session because I don't want to become reliant on caffeine, but I'll have maybe like 2 or 3 a week on the days when I have a bigger session. I have a bigger session today, which is also why I had quite a lot of carbs for breakfast. Like I find personally, if I eat a good amount of carbs, within an hour or so of training, I just feel better in the session. Going back to Monsters, by the way, I get these from Muscle Food, and Muscle Food are currently doing a deal whereby if you buy a crate of like 12 Monsters, you get like loads of, I think like another crate of like their Monster Hydro thingies free, so that's a pretty sick deal, so definitely worth checking out. So I'll put a link to Muscle Foods, or it's always there in my description. Go and have a look. If you like some stuff, then get some stuff. And yeah, going back to plans for the day, although I haven't got a solid plan, one thing I do know I'm going to do is do a food shop, because we have like pretty much no food in our cupboards. Like the milk you just saw us have was the last milk we have, so we're kind of like peasants. We need to go and get some stuff, and I thought it would be interesting for you to see like what I pick up in like a weekly shop, like an average weekly shop, again as a bodybuilder. But for now, I'm going to drink some more of this, then I'm going to get to the gym, so I'll see you there. Awesome. Okay, today is my second push workout of the week, which means it's a shoulder focused push workout. So it's 4 shoulder exercises followed by 2 chest, followed by 2 triceps. Let's go. Yeah, I've got it. Oh, I've got it. Oh. Whew, training is done, and it felt good. The last like 2-3 weeks, like since kind of Greece, I guess, training's felt like really good. I'm feeling strong. I feel like I look good. Like I'm a bit light, probably lighter than I want to be. I'm down at like 93 kilos at the moment, I think. So yeah, that's not ideal, but yeah, I feel good. I've mixed things up, I kind of changed things around a little bit of my split, so I definitely recommend that. Like if you're feeling a little bit stale, doesn't need to be like a drastic change, but just try and moving things around. Maybe like change your kind of exercise selection, maybe move your days, maybe split things up. So for example, I've always squatted and deadlifted back to back in a session, because that's like a legacy of my powerlifting, but I've tried splitting it up. That's one change I've made, but just things feel good, I feel fresh. So that's definitely something I would recommend, just to kind of make things a bit more exciting, because ultimately, you know, you could be doing the right things, but if you're not enjoying it and having fun, then you're not going to adhere to it, and it's, you know, you just won't get as good results. So if you find your training fun, it's going to make things just like better across the board. Anyway, who cares? You fat perverts probably don't, so let's go home and get some food. And I'm not home, I lied, but hear me out. I was driving back and I remembered we have no food, so this was going to have like cheese string and gravy for lunch. I need to pick up some bits, so I'm outside Aldi's now. Let's go and do some shopping. Woo! Efficient, hey? Imagine if shopping was actually that quick. It was freaking busy. It took me like 6 hours to find a parking space. But we got there, guys. We got there. Now, I think I showed you most things, not everything, because it was awkward trying to film when there was like a million people in Aldi's. Now, you're probably thinking, where was the meat? Because like I didn't buy any. So, like I was saying to you earlier about, oh my god, about muscle food, we get all our meat from them. So what we basically do is get a huge amount of meat each month. So for example, we've got like chicken breasts, salmon fillets, haché steaks, breaded chicken, that's sick by the way, and then like mince and stuff. And then what we'll do is freeze like most of it, and then just take bits out at the start of each week that we're going to be using that week. Now, a top tip for freezing stuff, because we have a lot of it, and unless you have an enormous freezer, it's hard to fit it in. Just like flatten it out on like a baking tray, like a cooking tray. Is that what it's called?
Yeah.
Cooking
I like
tray.
how you're saying we here, because he's
same
made
way
all
it
this stuff.
says, does it? But like, if you flatten it out before you freeze it, you get really satisfying, sick, rectangular, flat thingies.
During the freezing, you put the baking tray in the freezer with that on top.
Yeah, but before you freeze it. Obviously, after it's frozen, it's too late.
Yeah, but you have to keep that in there. You don't just put it in and then it's done and then there. You have to lay it on the top.
But the point is, like, if you freeze things normally, they're massive and like annoying shapes. Like this, you can fit way more, and you streamline your freezer. And I know how much people love streamlined freezers. Yes, that's our meat. And then like carb sources, we have stuff for muscle as well. So I have like quinoa and rice. Obviously, I got bread. I got like all the fruit and veg and that kind of stuff. Sick things I don't think I showed you are, hello. So you know how like I was telling you earlier about Aldi's getting like sick cereal and just random items in. They have Reese's at the moment. They have like about 4 or 5.
It's like an America thing.
Yeah, that's true. They do like America like items. So like the cinnamon thingy, and then what else have they got like?
Root beer. You got some.
Oh yeah, root beer, absolute result. But yeah, Reese's Pieces. These are freaking sick. If you live near an Aldi and they happen to do them, go and buy every single pack in the shop.
I think other supermarkets just normally do them.
No, they don't. You cannot buy them anywhere in Europe apart from Aldi today. Yeah, so like, the shop was pretty extensive. That's a lie, it wasn't very extensive because I realised we're going to America in like 5 days, so I didn't want to have loads of stuff and have it sitting in the fridge and going mouldy, because wasted food is the devil. So I didn't get that much, but yeah, this should tide us over until that point. Speaking of food, that was a tenuous link. I'm hungry, I want some lunch, let's make it happen. Oh hey there, you join me pretty much at the end of lunch prep. I'm just cutting up some chicken breast because I'm a lad. Scissors. Anyone that uses anything other than scissors to cut chicken breast and or pizza is a sadist. You're going to hell. So this is a pretty sick salad. It's a halloumi avocado salad. There's quinoa in it for carbs. Obviously chicken for protein. We've got some pittas for more carbs. Protein wise, you're looking at probably just under 50 grams again, so I'm like 100 grams, yeah, 100 grams up for the day, and I've only had 2 meals, so that's pretty good. This looks very good. I'm very hungry. That's root beer that I've almost finished drinking because I'm an animal. I'm going to try it now. It's pretty decent. So the plan is, I'll eat this. Luca's asleep. We'll do some stuff. And then when Luca wakes up, we'll go to the beach, and I'm pretty sure, last time I checked, the beach was that way. I knew it! I found the beach. I said the beach, I'm like next to the beach, it's there. I'm currently seeking shelter behind a caravan because it is about 400 mile/h wind on this bad boy. Says Luca are currently that way, like trying to shield themselves from the tornado. I've been tasked with the mission of getting some ice cream. I say I've been tasked with the mission like I'm getting ice cream for me, like says Luca don't want any, so I'm just going to buy ice cream basically, but it needs to happen, so wish me luck. Ice cream is acquired. It is almost risky. Whoa, that's a big drop. It is ridiculously windy. I'll try and hide down here. Went for a double 99 with like 2 flakes because, well, we did not do that. I'm gonna eat this now. Probably go and find Says and Luca. Do I have any on my face? And then, I don't know. See you later on. Almost forgot the sunglasses. I wear them in quite a lot of videos and Instagram pics, and I get DMs all the time asking where they're from. They're from Swole Panda. There is a link at the top of my description. I also have a code MATT10 which gets you 10% off, and they're freaking sick, right? Like, I don't historically wear sunglasses that frequently, so the fact that I wear these quite a lot like shows how good they are, you know? Anyway, ice cream has been done. I've actually lost theirs and Lucas, so fingers crossed they haven't like fallen in the ocean and been dragged to France, but when I track them down and get back home and initiate dinner plans, I will let you know. Have a look at this. So dinner is served. We've got.
Do you mean to like try and do
Yeah, do it.
like...
Wow! Don't put it on me, you ratty pervert. What the hell is that? It's like you've defecated on my arm.
Does it?
What is that? Woo! Spicy.
It is mango chutney sauce.
No. Okay, so
Don't think
as I was saying before, this
spicy.
pervert started pouring stuff on me. We've got 3 breaded chicken breasts, and then these. This is from Mustard Food again. It's like friggin' Mustard Food City today. Sweet potato fries covered in cheese and tandoori chicken. So that's a salad at BTW. The whole thing, you're looking at like almost, I think almost 80 grams of protein, which is outrageous and puts me near my 200 gram target for the day already, with more to come, possibly.
Mayo.
We do?
Mayo. Oh.
Mayo. Good. So yeah, let's probably just
Good.
eat some food. Do you want to explain to us why I have these sick fries and you have the poverty fries?
Because you took them all.
I mean, that strictly is a Jew, but fortune favours the brave. Early bird catches the worm. I will probably share, we probably like...
You can't even understand you because you're
we'll
just...
cross fry share
Contaminate.
at some point. I just thought like, they look good on my plate, right? Yeah, so we're going to have this. Then I potentially have a plan for a little bit later on this evening, but I will let you know as and when that unfolds. Update, so dinner took about 6 hours to finish. It was good, but there was a lot of protein there, a lot of chewing. My jaw is taking a hit. Luca is now on bed. We've spent the last half an hour bumming around, watching a bit of Power, which is sick, by the way. If you haven't watched it yet, start watching it, it's very good, although pretty much like softcore porn. We've been eating these. And when I say we, I mean mainly me. And when I say these, I mean Reese's Pieces, and then just finish the whole bag. This pack is like 1,500 calories, like 33 grams of protein to be fair, so it's pretty much a protein shake. Yeah, they're like dangerously good / easy to eat. If you were on any kind of calorie restricted diet, these should be the last thing in the world you eat, aside from like butter or oil. Anyway, Luca's in bed like I said. That rhymed. The plan is, we have friends who live in Australia who have been over, like visiting for a couple of weeks. They go back like tomorrow or the day after, and so tonight is the last evening when they're around, so we're going to go out for a few drinks with those guys. We've got a babysitter, sick! I'm going to end the video here. I'm not going to vlog because, well, like 2 reasons. Firstly, because it's not going to be like a vlogging vibe, it's going to be like a busy, loud like pub, so not good content, and plus, if I get drunk, I'm not backing myself by any means to look after this camera. So yeah, for that reason, I'm going to end the video here, guys. I hope you've enjoyed it. I hope you found it informative. I hope it's like open your eyes to the fact that you can eat like, you know, nice things and still get results. You don't have to be ridiculously strict when it comes to the content of your diet, as long as you have a rough idea as you go along how things are going. By the way, I'll have like a protein shake before bed, which will give me another 30 grams of protein. So with the protein from those Reese's, you're looking at like what, 240 grams of protein there or thereabouts for the day, so I've exceeded my protein target, probably eating more calories than I ordinarily would, like by a little bit, but things level out for me because I'm quite consistent as far as what I eat. But anyway, I'm ending the video here, guys. Hope you enjoyed it. If you have enjoyed it, give it a thumbs up, and I will see you tomorrow.
You know what?